Alright, here we go. I'm gonna mark it. And we're back.
Say what you're gonna say. Come on.
No, shut up.
Say what you mean to
Effort.
say.
I said
Great effort.
this is already out of hand and we haven't even started.
Descent in the ranks.
Oh my god. Alright, here we go.
So you take 5.
Oh, for the love of Christ! Shut up! Welcome back to the Odyssey Campaign. We are standing just above the precipice of this crater, where inside this crater we've got the magnificently modern and developing city.
I had a funny thought. Campaign in the ass. Okay, continue.
What?
Alright.
Oh.
It's a pun.
Yep.
I shouldn't have let him talk.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That was your first mistake.
Yes, we'll go around. I am the one and only Dungeon Master,
Fucking
Joe,
A.
and to my left,
Morgan playing the recently returned Morgren.
I'm Chris playing Zul Goro.
Liam playing Atlas Golf.
Nope.
I thought that was a
What
joke.
am I supposed to do on the counter for that one?
What just happened?
Atlas
Are you sure
and
you're not
Invictus
looking question?
merged into one being.
He like sat there, looked at the wall for a couple of seconds. It's like, wait, what did I say? Oh,
I thought he was joking.
try that again.
Okay.
Take it. Let him take
Take
another
two.
take.
Alright. Cut that part
Who
out.
are you and who are you playing?
My name is Liam, and I'm playing Victus Golf.
I'm Josh. I'm playing Silver.
I'm Sam. I'm playing Havoc.
I'm Zach. I'm playing Griff.
Colby playing Dr. Canvas.
And Duffy playing volley.
we've got a big group today, but they're going to need the help, all the help they can get, because I think we're going to have a lot of fun today in this great hobgoblin city ahead of us.
How many of us are
TPK.
gonna die?
TPK's coming up.
I, for one, can't wait, Joe.
We got a caller on the line.
Okay.
You ain't gonna hate.
The hobgoblin hunting party that you guys are with begins their descent into this crater towards the Iron Glacier. And you guys are allowed to follow.
I think the majority of the people at the table weren't here for its description. So could you describe the glacier again for us?
I may describe the
And
glacier.
read my script this time?
Your script is riddled with spelling errors, and I refuse to read it.
It's like reading Charlie Day.
Vote for me. Good, good.
So, you guys are standing on this slight cliff face, where sloping down in a 360-degree crater, there is a large metal structure jutting from the earth.
What?
It's a large metal spire jutting from the earth.
Is this correct?
Yeah, originally was air.
What?
Into the air.
Oh, okay. Well,
What difference does it make?
Shut up, Atlas Golf.
On either side of the spire, there are two long protrusions, also made of the same metal. And from those protrusions, there are all sorts of buildings being carved into the metal and assembled on the outside of the metal, creating this, like, favela-like effect on this structure. At the very tip of the spire, there is a large, sullen, and evil-looking skull sculpture, which Havoc seems to be fixated on. At the very bottom of the metallic protrusions, spreading out from there, is another construction of villages. Yeah, like that.
Oh, good picture.
It'll be on Twitter.
Like us, follow us, subscribe.
R1 follow.
And this town it leads out into a bay, which is blood red from,
This whole thing is red. It's all rusty.
okay, so
1,000 years of rust.
Rust monster.
I don't think the entire structure is rusty, but there's a lot of rust on it, but there is still gleaming patches within it, because some of the metal that it's made out of cannot rust. There's also the city that's been constructed inside of these walls, and the walls are each lined with the same sort of megalithic faces that you guys have encountered before, the same faces that are on and engraved in Havoc's armor. And lastly, all the way off to the western side of the city, in the port, you can see this large metallic ship floating up in like a dry dock. It's a pretty imposing structure before you, and you can only imagine what sorts of things are within.
I can only imagine what sorts of things are inside.
I'm gonna assume creepy-looking goblins.
Maybe. Though it is strange that it's shaped like a skull dildo.
The protrusions on the sides are not spherical.
I was assuming they're a little bumpy.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Not for pleasure.
So is it kind of like a Pez?
No.
Wait a second.
It looks a lot like a sword hilt.
Yeah, that's the side things that are sticking out from the sides.
The guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A lot of swords being stabbed into this planet.
Excuse me. Egg.
Oh, I thought the egg was more of a metaphor, but yeah.
It's a metaphorical egg.
Well,
And again, the hobgoblin hunting tribe that you just had encountered. They're now a good ways down the slope because you guys have been standing here admiring my terrific description.
So, refresh my memory. I seem to have slept a long time. These are our friends, this hobgoblin tribe?
No.
We're sneaking behind them.
Acquaintances.
no, we're with them in the sense that we're using them as patsies to get us into the city. Because I think that we're merchants.
Yeah, we buy and sell mammoth tusks.
Yeah, ivory.
Oh,
in fact, we just bought a bunch of ivory from them.
So, okay. I was going to say, catch me up here. All right, excellent. So we're lying and following these people. Excellent.
Can I smell the metallic smell of scent off of the large metal structure? Or am I too far away?
You guys are pretty far away, but you are downwind. Some of it smells irony, and there's another smell that you're not familiar with.
It's a smelly smell. Do we still have the cartographer with us?
Yes, the cartographer is still with you.
Did we forget his name?
No.
Is he silent?
He hasn't been to this city before, so he's also sort of in awe of its structure.
Well, that's right. We were trying to get his legs not cut off.
Yeah.
Right.
I think his legs are fine. It's just like his hand.
His fingers,
Yeah,
his
outer,
toes,
his like
his
most
nose,
outermost extremity.
his ears, probably most of his lips. It should all go.
Well, he's been healed magically, so he's not at risk of further necrosis, but he looks bad.
If you have regenerate, because that's the only way to bring it back, is regeneration, right?
Yeah.
If
Something
we
like a paladin should have.
No.
Priest.
Yeah, clerics do.
When how powerful do they have to be to get regeneration?
You keep asking me these magic questions.
You're rhetorical, man.
Regenerate is a 7th level spell, which is beyond the reach of anyone right now.
Yeah, we'd have to be level 14.
Sorry about that.
You can't heal anyway.
Yes, I can.
You're not that type of paladin.
So we're all here.
Yep,
Yes.
We're all looking at this giant sword hilt.
It's a nice sword.
that's right.
You think they're compensating for something?
So, Havoc, this is where you're from, right? This is your home?
Mm-hmm.
You must be pretty happy to see this giant sword hilt.
Havoc is silent.
Havoc, what metal is used in that giant sword hilt? Because I smell something other than iron.
Well, you're animated.
Are you a moron?
They have been talking a lot about adamantine.
I know.
This is like the biggest.
Havoc's disappointed in you.
No, that's just me. Havoc's not talking. He's staring at his feet.
No, I know what's in there. I know.
Is Havoc still disguised with the great disguise we put on?
Havoc's disguise is
A hood
a hood.
and some bandages on his tattoos.
Alright, let me try to touch him up.
I will help again.
Anybody else want to help out with this? Or can only one person really help?
I don't know.
With his
I
disguise.
can give him a
Yeah,
ghostly
yeah.
disguise.
You need help with disguising. I can help you with disguising.
Ghostly disguise might
Do
be
we all roll?
detectable.
I know.
Are we all just gonna put our hands on Havoc? and
Well,
just,
no, I'm not.
There's just a crowd swarms around him.
Like, you can donate, objects to help out with the
Yeah.
disguise.
Alright.
Because mostly what I'm working with is just poop.
Yeah, he literally just covered him. No, last time
Oh, shit. That's re-rolled.
you're using up a reroll.
Actually, no, I guess not. This isn't a great disguise.
So
Just
for
grabs
your-
more shit.
So he just takes the hood off.
So last time Victus reached down and pulled up some mammoth shit because Griff and Victus were disguising him. Comes up to Havoc's face, and Griff is like,
Flips the hood up.
Alright, so I got are you guys helping? So that's a
Yes.
+4.
I think you only reap one helping bonus.
Okay, so that's a 16.
Good.
Who's that? That ain't Havoc.
Jeez.
Could I take 10?
I'm just gonna stand up here.
We're gonna miss
Yeah, you can take 10 on this check.
Alright,
Oh,
I'm gonna take
gosh.
10 and get a 20. 22. Because I'm getting up.
Okay.
He looks like an elf.
Wait a second, can't you just take 20?
You can take 20, it just takes a lot more time.
It'll take us like a long time.
Over on disguising?
Yeah, it'll take you like an hour or two to just make a really
so we
good
can do
disguise.
that. We can do that tonight after we rest.
I'm gonna catch up to the entourage.
Okay.
Our little friends.
So Volley rides out ahead on his shadow steed, which I think he has.
Oh yeah, wait. How's this working with transportation? Because I don't have a horse.
That's okay. Most of our horses are dead.
Yeah, most of the horses are dead.
They all died except for one.
Yeah, the only horses we have left is a single barding horse that we have left.
That's or something.
We kept alive by turning it invisible.
So most of us are walking.
You can ride with me.
Wait, my
I'm
horse
gonna
died?
have Morgan.
No, he's alive.
Oh.
The other ones are dead though.
Yeah.
Most of them
The
are.
one I was riding,
Everything
and then the
else.
other one I
The
was
two
riding,
you were riding.
and then this third one we kept alive.
Well, the one I was riding got killed.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it got its mind completely stupefied, and then it fell, and then was
Wait,
probably
so-
killed.
Stupefied.
Which one of us are riding on the horses? So it's me, Volley, and that's it.
Yes.
Yo,
Just us two.
Morgan.
Oh, Morgan.
I have Silver with me because we tiny.
Okay.
Little
He's
yo.
small.
Volley riding forward. Volley rode forward.
Yes, he did. You're able to catch up with the hunting party. They're encumbered with their slabs of mammoth.
Should we have helped them? Because we can just shrink things.
They shouldn't know we can shrink things.
I have a question. Well, we did it.
I don't really want to do
Yeah.
magic. And
Yeah, you shrunk the
The
tusks.
tusks, so we could actually carry them. I have a question about the shrink grow thing. Can it only grow things that have been shrunk?
Yes.
Okay.
Does the anti-magic field make them regrow?
Oh, that could have been fun.
Well, we shrunk them in the anti-magic field.
That's another thing. So I do remember before when we were walking and getting closer, we had to roll.
Oh, yeah.
It's a daily thing.
So everybody should probably roll right now.
D20.
You had to say something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I don't want a metagame.
What do we roll?
It's a will save.
And if you can beat your spell's DC, then you can
I can
cast
do all
that
my
spell.
Oh, yeah.
Griff,
Oh, crap.
maybe you would help me a little bit with the whole reroll.
One a day.
Who gets one?
Thank you, Griff.
Much better.
So then you just do your will save from that, and then see what spells you can cast.
Oh, yeah, that's all.
So it's my will's ability score plus this, or
So your will save.
Plus whatever you rolled.
That's
okay,
whatever you roll, and then whatever your
Highest.
Look at that.
whatever your checks are.
DC
reflex.
saves.
that's right. And I'm looking at my save. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do this. Woo! I'll take it.
So I'm going to ask the entourage. They not too busy if they want to go out celebrating for the night and show us around the town.
Oh, they certainly do. It's customary after a mammoth hunt to celebrate.
Awesome. Great. I'm just gonna-
There's actually pre-dug barbecue pits because they freeze over, so they have them dug in the spring.
I can cast everything. Sorry, very exciting.
It's going to be the next day before you know it.
Yeah, we have to do it every day.
Every day.
Well, now I know what I have to roll.
I'll start walking.
Okay.
Towards town.
So on the horse with Morgan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap you on the back, Morgan.
Yeah. Hey, Silver.
I'm gonna ask you this because I'm kind of afraid of Havoc. He didn't really like my question about how he felt about being here, but why are we here? I kind of forgot.
That's okay. I feel as though I've missed a great section of time myself. But that being said, we are here supporting Havoc so that he doesn't do something stupid.
Oh, I get you.
Was Silver in the Ghost Woods?
I was.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, then you know that Havoc ran off the night before you guys went into the Ghost Woods, and you guys went to chase him down.
Yeah, but I don't know why we continued. That's where I'm lost.
You continued because Havoc got a quest.
Oh,
Yes. And because we are friends with Havoc, we've decided not to let him quest alone.
all right. It's coming back to me now.
It's a suicidal mission, Silver. Don't say it too loud.
I get you.
But having recently died, I'm strangely calm about the whole
I
idea.
turn and I wink at Havoc.
Havoc hasn't moved from his perch on the edge of the crater. He seems
I
stuck.
just winked at a really far away person.
Havoc!
It is snowing, and it's cold, and the sun is setting.
In
All
that
right.
case, Zool cast Endure Elements.
Okay.
Which you can do.
I have winter clothes. Would you still like me to, how cold would I still need to do endure elements if I've got winter guard?
I mean, we've been casting Endure Elements on ourselves.
Yeah, it's been kind of a
Consistently.
thing that we've been saying.
Because
that we've
otherwise
been
we
doing
would
every
have
day.
frozen to death a long time ago.
Okay, then I will do the same.
We've been walking for like a month in the blizzard.
Yeah, it's been about a month and a half since you guys exited the Ghost Woods.
Got our shit rocked by a white dragon.
Yeah, we almost all died.
And just as a bit of a record for that, 8 hours every day during the month and a half, Silver was able to craft in the comfort of the dimensional bedroom.
Nice.
L'Oreal. Got it.
Cool.
If only we found some gold.
So are we,
session.
like, outside the main city? Are they setting up like a camp right now? Is that what's going on?
No, they're going into the city.
They're going into the city.
Yep.
Okay.
And you guys are probably about a mile away from the city, but it's big and it's down in this valley, so you can see it pretty well.
Is there a...
But there's a lot of smoke coming up from the city as well. A lot of steam and smoke.
Because it's hot. It's cold.
Because there's production going on. Fires and stuff like that.
So am I imagining like in Lord of the Rings, except for snow instead of woods? Like
Think of
Sauron.
Sauron's tower.
Yeah.
No, not Sauron. Solomon's tower, maybe, right?
Kind of like that, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
think.
So do we follow these guys? So
I've been right
I am.
next to him.
another thing you notice is that the bay is not frozen.
It's ocean.
It is an ocean, but like there's no hint of any of the breakwater freezing or any icebergs moving around in there. It's been cleared of ice. It's a harbor cleared of ice. It's an ocean. Harbor still freeze. Yeah, you guys are following, or those of you who haven't.
Yeah, I've followed.
Who have moved down from
The
this.
closer we get, do I see guards at the gate? Like,
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna get off my horse and let it go back to its plane, whatever. Just because I don't want to be riding that thing to question when I'm walking in.
Sure.
Can you imagine that? The guards just looks like we got some merchants coming. Huh.
You don't see that every day. Yeah, these big gates that they've got, which are portcullis. Is that a plural for portcullis? I guess so.
Yeah, I think
That sounds right.
Portcullis,
Yeah,
yeah.
it works. Right?
It's like a double barred enforcement. So one will come up, and then the other one will come up, and then the hunting party moves through with their mammoth, and you can see that people in the town are already starting to celebrate at this achievement, even though it's not necessarily going to be shared with everyone because the town's a large city.
Is Havoc with us? Are you still standing at the edge?
Yeah, I'm still standing at the edge.
Oh, good God. It's like a mile back now.
Guys, he ain't coming.
Alright. Silver,
Well, that'd be dumb. This was the whole thing.
we're
was-
gonna go back for him.
Yeah, let's go back.
Just go rope him up and climb to your horse.
We go back. Havoc. You awake?
He's staring at the space between his feet.
Oh no, I think he might have some like frostbite. I cast Cure Light Wounds on him. Havoc, you feel a little better? Got a little tummy ache?
Kinda.
My friend, it's okay.
What's the worst that could happen when you go in there? What's so bad about this place? I don't really know, actually. Could you tell me?
I was damned here.
Damned as in, like, hell? Or like...
Feels like.
So you allowed here?
I would imagine not.
So why do you have to come here?
I don't know. He'll look up at you.
In character.
Orgrim!
Yes, I'm right here.
Yeah, help me out with this.
He's on a horse.
I honestly don't think we can lift Havoc if we, like, offer a hand.
He's kind of heavy.
I can come. Actually, yeah, I can pick him up.
Shove him in the bag of holding.
No.
Well, no, like, I was gonna do a friendly gesture. I was gonna be like, we'll help you, but then I was like, he'll just pull me off the horse.
I can pick him up and actually put him on my horse because I got the.
You would die in the attempt.
Yes, you would.
Oh.
So I'm going to offer. I'm not going to legit do the gesture. I'm going to offer. Need a ride? Need a lift? We'll be with you.
I'll find my way, I guess.
All right, we'll stay with you.
I thought I'd feel something.
I could relate, but I was dead when I saw my home for the first time. When
What?
you guys brought me back.
And I wasn't around for all of your flashback stuff,
I can
so
do that too.
I really
Yeah,
have
that gets rid of his rage.
no ill will against you, Havoc. I'm sure whatever that happened in your past will be alright if you confront it right now.
Don't sound so robotic, Silver. I whack him upside the head with...
A feather.
Does that,
You'll all need new names.
does that
We
mean
don't use our
robot?
names here.
As I'm already
And
down.
he'll head down towards the glacier.
Don't worry, I already have a name queued up.
Morgrim,
Atlas Golf.
Silver.
call me Bronze.
Alright, Bronze. I'm gonna write down everyone's new names. Because I won't remember.
The snow around here is stained red.
Okay.
That's gross.
Like it's constantly shedding this sort of iron rust dust from the Iron Glacier. So everything around here is stained red.
Prestidigitation.
And it's not too long before.
1 square foot at a time.
It's not long before your legs and shoes and such are covered with this red soot.
Alright, I have a good...
Don't eat it.
God, it's the herpes of the north.
I have a good fake name. While we're in the city, you can call me... Quick. No. Feather.
Feather?
Feather Quick.
Feather Duster. Alright, Feather Duster.
Hey.
Call me Bronze. Who else? Who else has got...
Do you have other metals that are, like,
Copper.
harder to figure out?
Silver, I admit, they'd probably not believe that that's your real name.
Why? Is it because my scales are silver?
No, because it sounds enough like a hobgoblin name.
Oh.
Yeah.
They call themselves Bronze?
No.
Oh, they name themselves... Oh. What?
Bismuth.
Bismuth. I'm not calling myself Bismuth. You call yourself Bismuth.
No.
See, you don't have to go.
Are we at the gate
That doesn't really match with my style, man.
Alright, guys, I need some new names.
How
before
we should
get
just
through
come
these
up with a
gates.
group name. Like, you refer to yourselves as a single unit.
You know
The
what
cartel.
the one that I've always heard is like the street name that you grew up on, and then like the name of your first pet. So mine was like Rotting Rat.
Oh man, that's
That's
terrible.
sad. You alright, Victus?
I
Don't
grew up
call
in the
him that.
Soaks. What do you expect from me? Come on. That's why I'm not like one of these fucking hoity-toity king people. I know where I came from.
Who rode along with Volley?
No one. Nobody can.
Nobody
ride with
can
Volley.
ride.
Everybody else was fucked, and they went back. The only other people with a horse.
Alright, Volley reaches the gates, and a like small squad of guards assembles in the gateway, and they ask you your business in the city.
And your name.
Name's Volley.
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 Bolly?
Volley.
Bollywood.
Sorry?
Volley.
Bolly.
Volley.
Like
That's
the
right.
island shit.
What are you
God
doing
of
here?
Lightning himself, Come on.
So that sounds like a proper name, and they take great offense to that.
Volley, the god of lightning.
It's got to be a last name. Havoc, help me out.
You're not even there.
I'm with Havoc.
But
Actually,
actually,
straight about that, you don't even know that you need to change your name anyways.
No, but I would have probably done it anyways. Because I know who's here.
It's a real good way
but you
of
still-
changing your name by
but you
just
still
saying
gave
Volley.
you still gave a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
No, it's not. These goblins don't take offense to this name because they realize that he is a pasty white.
You know what? That's actually a really good point.
They realize that he doesn't share the culture, and they inquire, "What are you doing here in the glacier?"
You're awfully far from home.
What was it? We were all here to... What were we selling? Were we selling
You
or
can't
were we
ask
buying?
us. You're
No, I'm talking
You
about
by
from the
yourself.
past. From the past session, we were...
You gotta roll
What did we decide
an
on?
intelligence check.
That's not how that works. And then even if I did, it would be really high anyways.
I'm gonna make my way down the
You
mountain.
would probably remember something about
It was
Ivory.
either we were buying something or selling. I couldn't remember right now.
Well,
This is
we
what-
could sell Silver's creations.
What sorts of things have we been murdering?
Well, I know the mammoths thing, but I already knew that. I was just couldn't remember, were we buying mammoths or were we trying to sell the mammoth shit? Fuck off.
Maybe both.
Yeah, just a merchant. How about that?
You're a merchant.
Yep.
I say
And we
kill
happened
him
to come
later.
across these gentlemen right here in the middle of a fight with a great mammoth and ended up helping them out.
Oi! One of the huntsmen calls out. He's true. We've already been paid 1,000 gold pieces.
That's your voice.
Nice hobgoblin accent.
It's kind of like piratey. I feel like the
That's
hobgoblins-
acceptable, yeah. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eye patch.
That's right. He and his party, which are moving slow.
Jeez.
The snow's
Now,
really deep.
now it's sliding into dwarf.
Yeah, now we're...
Technically, that's also okay.
Yeah, because they're
It's regional. But they'll be coming down. The guard sits there for a while, and he's introspective. And then they step aside and allow the hunting party and volley through the gates. You stand in the city. You are on this cobbled street, which is cleared of snow. And before you is this really rusty shant town that sprawls out in this crazed web of routes, paths, underground ways, bridges, overthrows, pass-throughs, underthroughs. Yep. There's no order to this town at all. It's a lot like the Soaks.
I asked the huntsman, where should we meet you later? I'm going to wait for the rest to get down the mountain here.
The huntsman tells you that you can find him at the Mammoth's Tusk Inn. Recognizable by the gigantic pair of mammoth's tusks.
It's a full
Does he
skull.
give me a quick description of where exactly it is?
The description he gives you is completely incomprehensible.
Okay.
The layout of the city doesn't make any sense to you, and he and his party just sort of scatter off in different directions.
Before he leaves, I give him a tap on the shoulder. I was like, sounds good, and I mark him with an arcane mark.
Sure. What is your cantrip save level?
I mean, I could have gave it a little extra juice.
Well, you didn't.
Okay, 16.
16. Your mark doesn't faze him, and he walks away. He says, "I'll see you tonight, Bali."
But he is marked, right?
No.
I thought that was like a...
He saved against the mark.
Yep.
Consciously? Or it just didn't work?
It just doesn't work. It didn't work. Kind of like his will was too strong for the mark.
Okay. Yeah. Have we caught up yet? Slowly trudging our way down.
I talk to Havoc and I say, normally when I meet new governments or anywhere different, they usually want us to be more like their culture. Is that the same place here? Or they want us to be away from their culture? Their name.
I agree.
Okay,
huh?
Okay. Normally, when I go to some place new, they want us to act like them. Is that the case here, or would they find that offensive and they want us to be not like them?
I would imagine they would wish follow the rules.
We should follow the rules, but remember, we are merchants. We're probably bumbling idiots.
Are there any rules we should know,
And
Havoc?
There's several. But as a general rule, expect to be treated as a second-class citizen. You're not of the North.
What is something that could set people off?
Don't kill ravens. That's a good start.
Okay, let's go with something simple. Is there anything I could do that's easily mistaken as offensive? Raising my right hand.
Don't ask for aid, but don't refuse aid if it's asked for.
How do we define aid?
Don't leave a lit fire behind. Always, and don't snuff out a fire that still has fuel. What else is probably closely applicable?
So it's okay if our names sound like hobgoblins.
Don't dance by yourself, just in case that's a thing. I don't know how often you dance.
Don't dance by yourself, but if someone's dancing alone, dance with them. All your things are contradictory.
Yeah, they're supposed to all be contradictory. But there is no, if someone's dancing alone, dance with them. It's just don't dance alone. You always have to dance with a partner, or in a group.
I'm never going to dance again.
Don't drink cold water, and don't beg for food. And if somebody asks you for food, give it to them. Got it? And don't kill anybody while they're eating. That's probably the most important thing. Because we're probably...
Well, if I kill somebody, they'll probably be done eating.
So as long as I eat, no one will kill me.
Because they'll be dead.
That's a good bet.
Excuse me, guardsman.
Yes.
You already know I'm new here. Is there any rules, anyone I need to talk to about selling some merchandise?
You're looking to sell some merchandise.
Damn right.
Well, if you head down here, take 3 lefts, then a corkscrew turn, 1 more right towards the center of town, but not towards the center, because just at the center, you're going to have to take a turn, loop around, underneath the bridge, cross the overthrow, then you'll be in the market district.
Perfect. And I can just sell whatever I want.
Right, just about, yeah.
All right. Just want to make sure I didn't need a license.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
you.
Just right over there.
Right down the road.
That's the way.
Right down the road.
You got it.
Got it.
Don't take the shortcut.
Got it.
You know.
I walk 5 feet away and just wait.
I was walking forward, so I've probably reached by now. Did they just let me in, or?
They stop you. What business have you, human, in the glacier?
I'm with the traveling.
He's with me!
Do I see Volley?
Yeah,
I'm only like 10 feet behind him.
I'm part of the trading caravan, moving in with the...
Oh, the slow lot.
Yes.
Come on in.
Thank you.
There's a few more coming.
I'm probably right behind Griff.
Before too long, the rest of the party make it to the gate. And while you guys aren't explicitly stopped, you can feel the guards peering at you as you move through without any supplies in tow, and without a cart, and with a really flimsy story.
I'm gonna
Looking quite haggard.
I'm gonna hop off one of our horses.
The only
The
horse.
last horse.
The only horse that I'm pretty
Is
sure.
the,
No, I get off my horse too.
I stay on my horse.
No. There's a summoned horse, there's the evaporated horse that isn't there, and there's one live
we have
horse.
one live
Which
horse.
You
presumably
two-
me and Griff were on.
No.
One of your horses is dead.
I was walking.
There's one horse left.
One of you
Who's got the
decided who
horse?
was on a horse, not on a horse.
To be fair, I wasn't here.
Yes.
Your horse died.
We used up all the horses in the Ghost Woods.
Did the false names thing just get shared around the group?
Well, when you showed up, I'm like, I don't know if you guys thought about this, but I wouldn't use my name.
Nope.
He told me that. Okay.
Good afternoon, my good guard.
This guy stands here. He's got this like rusty helmet on. He's got a halberd in his hand that he's sort of resting on. He says, "Good day, merchant."
Correct. We're looking for an inn, for a place to stay while we search for some. Do you need
Nope.
Do you need smelling salts?
No.
We might have a lot for you.
No.
Okay.
Smelling salt.
Then what's a good inn that we can get nearby? Not something that's like too expensive, but something that is adequate for a man of my tastes.
Filled with short women.
Head down the road towards the left. Take a corkscrew under the throughway, over the pass, into the merchant district, to a U-turn. You don't want to be there.
Okay.
Go back around. Turn to the left.
Yep.
Right.
Correct.
3 more lefts.
All right.
Then another right.
And don't use the shortcut.
Don't use the shortcut.
All right.
You'll find the Mammoth's Tusk Tavern.
Mammoth's Tusk Tavern.
I have
That's
a
perfect.
question for the Dungeon Master. Are they speaking common?
I was speaking whatever, because I can speak Goblin.
No, I think they would have been speaking Goblin.
Yeah, I was...
And Victus knows Goblin.
Yeah, common is sort of an exotic language.
What about these?
Common is not as exotic. Yeah, we'll find out. Sorry.
We're talking to me because I don't know Goblin.
Now, here, I do have a question.
Did you ask him a question?
They talk to me.
Oh, yeah, they did.
But I was there to yell, he's with me.
Yeah, you kind of got saved.
Would they know Tengu because we trade?
No. Tengu's a pretty exotic language, and it's hard to learn.
Okay.
Yeah, Tengu are more likely to learn Goblin.
Squaw.
Okay. Hey.
And hobgoblins are sort of a culture that's more likely to force the people they trade with to learn their language.
Okay.
The party has entered into the city. The double portcullis close behind you, and I'd like Havoc to make a will save.
I'm not good at those. I've got a +1.
You need your thing back?
11.
Okay, you fail.
Actually,
When you step into the city,
he gets a little bonus from me, doesn't he?
no, not here.
This is more of a mental PTSD.
That's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
As you step into the city, you can smell burning dwarf
Well, worse than that, everything smells like iron, and iron smells like blood. This whole crater smells like blood.
You smell blood, you smell dwarf, you smell death, you smell decay. You're smelling all these things that no one else seems to be smelling, and you can feel the series of events running through your mind from the last time you were here during the siege, and it is crippling, and you're not able to move.
And worse than that, the spikes are starting to come out. And the claws.
Yeah, like a furrowed dog or something.
Is he right behind us? Can I see this happening?
Who?
Is Havoc right behind me?
Yeah, I believe Havoc was lagging in the group.
Okay, so I don't really.
If
see
he's
this going
on my horse, I'm just going to touch him and do calm emotions, and then I would like to cast voluminous vocab.
Make a will save against calm emotions.
All right. Well, I'm not good at will saves, so
It's going to be
Plus
a nat
one.
20.
8.
Okay. Your emotions are not calm. I did the inverse there.
Oh, but
Flippy doo.
Would you like me to have a number, or just...
I know what your save is, and I know it's more than 8.
It is?
See, Havoc, it wasn't that bad coming in here.
I hear that. I turn around and I'll
You look a little hungry.
Let's try this again. I'm going to cast calm emotions.
Okay. You can make another will save.
So hopefully this
I'm going to
makes
flip
this
it
one.
again this time.
Keep in mind he's not good at these.
I know, but no.
10.
Okay, you fail.
Havoc, you really need to open up more because,
This place ain't that bad. Whatever you're holding up.
Frothing at the mouth.
Someone put that dog on a leash.
What can I do?
Havoc,
I
you
think
can
I
feel-
might attack Volley for that.
I'm not even near you, and I wasn't going to actually say that.
I think you are near him. The whole
Oh,
party's
fuck, you
here.
guys are near
Are
me,
you within
actually.
15 feet of me?
Yeah, I think the whole
probably.
party's within 50
Alright.
feet.
What do you have on you?
Everything.
He's got his sword, his other sword,
His other sword.
his magic spell book.
I'm just
Another sword.
I'm just gonna whip something off of you.
Okay.
What would you like me to whip off of you? Or attempt
Whatever.
to, at least.
Go for it.
What would be
I'm technically have nothing drawn, so
I mean, like,
whatever
just,
you
like,
want.
hanging off of your... Like the...
I got 3 of them.
Yeah, but that he'll just teleport back to him.
That's
Sure,
the
yeah, that's
point.
probably what's most obvious. That's the natural one!
So Havoc is upset, but he can't move. He's still unable to even reach for his magically ascending whip.
That's attached to him.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And-
I'm just imagining
Yeah,
Silver, Morgrim, and then Havoc cramped on this horse.
Havoc's not on the horse.
Oh, we didn't put you on the
No,
horse?
he
I
walked.
think he was walking beside us.
Oh,
and he
okay.
stopped.
But he's tweaking out like a meth addict next to you.
Griff?
I'm gonna see if I notice this.
Like, he goes to
I think I know.
he goes to crack his whip and he's standing on the end of it. His foot just comes up.
Do we all see this happening?
Yeah, you can all see Havoc's incredible seizurous mood.
Yes, Doctor?
Doctor.
Let's just grab an arm and kinda drag
Havoc,
him
don't
along.
worry, man. I was like you once. When we returned to Porta Nova, you guys didn't see me for a long time. It took me a while to get acclimated, but it happens. You'll be fine.
I think I would punch him.
Doctor, is carrying people off your solution of PTSD?
That's another natural one. I'm gonna throw this die away. Let's go it in the pocket.
Havoc at this moment starts to bleed from his nose, and his gaze becomes fixed straight up at the one thing that you can see amidst this sprawl of shacks and roots and underways and overways. Is the
Hobgoblins have invented corrugated metal, just so you know.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's corrugated metal. And the one thing you can see is the skull monument at the top of this spire. And he's looking at it, and you can feel a burning gaze looking back at you from those skull's eyes.
I'm gonna go up to Havoc and pull your hair. Oh, Havoc! Oh, you.
What
This
should
dry
we-
water's bad for your nose.
All right, well, I'm attacking you now, and also, don't call me that.
What should we call you?
I know.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Is that a 1?
That's another one. Okay, I would like to go home. Like,
This is awesome.
Morgan, pack up.
You take 7 damage,
That's fair. That's fucking fair.
but you're no, I guess this is kind of mental damage. Yeah, 7.
Take 7 more wisdom damage.
Have you got a little bit of a nosebleed there? Yeah, don't worry. I'll surely wounds that a little bit. There you go. That's more than 7.
We're just standing in the entryway to the city, just casting magic and punching each other.
on top of the horse.
Yeah, these guards are looking at this. You have become so conspicuous that that you Havoc has no doubt that the jig is already up.
I'm gonna walk over to those guards.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, hey, you guys have any anti-epilepsy potions?
Seriously, dude?
No.
This guard just shakes his head like he doesn't even understand
What the fuck
what an
are you
epilepsy
doing?
potion would mean.
I hear him say this in
It
Goblin.
doesn't translate well into Goblin.
An anti-shake no potion.
I have an idea.
Boo boo fixer.
I cast levitate.
Oh my god.
Okay, you can make a will save against that.
It's the one he's gonna save.
I roll an 18, so that's a
He's
19.
a very heavy man, and he does not go into.
I'm gonna reverse it.
What's your
Spell save.
spell save?
It is not that high.
Okay.
That's
So you're able to levitate Havoc. He cannot resist this spell.
Wait.
Or no, because this is a friendly levitate, and I've been doing the flip.
Yeah.
So he's levitated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this place is fucking weird. I could have swore he saved that. Anyways, levitate him just a little bit off the ground, and then I'm just gonna kind of push him.
Just push him.
I'm gonna
Like a
grab
rock
both
pole.
his ankles and just sort of like that.
Okay.
We're gonna get to the tavern.
God, we are right now.
So as you guys go through with this seizuring, this seizuring hobgoblin,
us walking through
I think the
Legs aren't
you
just like
you've effectively caught the attention of every single person here.
I think the therapeutic mind doctor should take a look at this PTSD situation going on.
do it on the go, doctor. We don't got time.
Meanwhile, I'm just T-posing along.
Yeah, broken player model.
Sliding.
I'm gonna. I guess it's a good way to cover this up.
No, let's do the thing where my legs are swimming, but the top of me is normally walking.
I'm gonna walk up to. Do you know invisibility?
My name's Bally.
Bally.
Bally. Yeah, I do.
Broly.
Broly.
Can you
What's that
cast
feather duster?
invisibility?
The feather duster? Really? That was your name?
No, it was quick feather. Feather quick.
Alright, so feather duster, what's up?
I'm fine with this.
Okay.
Do you know invisibility?
Yes.
Cast invisibility.
I'm not casting that damn thing in this city right now.
Why not?
All of us is
Like
Magic has
3/4
already
of
been
us have cast a spell.
No.
This is crazy.
I just walk away.
I cast vanish on.
Havoc disappears for about 30 seconds, and then he comes to.
I'm gonna keep maintaining it for as long as I can.
Still here.
And
Well-tuned dies.
despite your efforts to try and conceal him,
Just made it worse.
even more attention
Wait,
has been drawn to this party.
I know what I'm gonna do. I take a blanket and I throw it up over him.
Yeah.
Silhouette. What a fine statue I've made.
It's writhing.
It's dripping blood too. Yeah, there's.
I'm gonna pull out a rope and tie the bottom of it.
Okay. Alright.
It's like a balloon. I levitate it up a little higher.
Your blanket starts to be stained with Havoc's black blood.
This is fun.
And every time you turn down a corner, you seem to get more lost in this city.
I know, but one guy who could tell us where we're going is incapacitated.
Do I know that? Did somebody tell me that there was a sign or something? Or the mammoth skull on the sign?
No, I would have told you that we were heading to the mammoths.
Was it ever
Tavern.
Was it ever common knowledge?
I would have told you when
What's
you guys
the
all got there, and then
skill?
Havoc had his meltdown.
To find your way.
Survival.
What's the what?
What's the skill to find your way in a town? Would that be local?
Knowledge local will work.
All right,
I'm gonna use my massive brain.
18 to try to find out.
Your massive brain.
I don't know if anybody else is.
That's still pretty good.
30.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You can see everything better from down here.
He's on
As he's like looking behind.
I'm closer to Ovum.
Silver recognizes the way around. And and he begins to eventually lead the group back, and you start retracing paths and making new trails. And it's not too long before you've made it to this cleared out area where they've got the a tavern standing before you. It is also made out of this same rusty metal, this corrugated effect. But bolted to the wall is a gigantic mammoth skull. And before you, in the road, they've dug a pit just outside of the tavern, which the huntsmen have already begun to load up with their mammoth flesh, which they've been preparing and cutting off furs and etc.
Afternoon, men.
Do you have something to say, Dr. Hippocampus?
I would like to try a heal check with some smelling salt to see if I can.
Well, he's currently covered in a blanket,
Yeah.
tied down.
Are you gonna try to go inside of this inn before you try that, or are you gonna do it right out here?
I'll probably do it inside the inn now that he's covered in a blanket, tied up, and levitated.
I figured that he would have done it beforehand, but whatever.
We're a little too past that. At
Well,
this
he
point.
was trying to do it, and then we just pushed through. But
Dr.
whatever.
Hippocampus, you've dealt with diseases of the mind, correct?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a person lock up so much from...
Yes. I see it in the soldiers quite often. It's not good.
See, I usually relish in my kills, so I'm not too worried about
We need to get this guy on a bed. We need Dr. Hippocampus to work his magic.
Oh, God.
Fix this man of his PTSD.
So there's a group of all manner of creatures here standing out in front of this pit that they're getting ready to start cooking in. There are humans. There are hobgoblins. There are goblins.
Yeah.
There are also
Is Max Rebo's band there?
and
Copyright strike.
there's even the occasional dwarf and tengu, or not dwarf, elf and
I was
tengu,
about to say.
and everyone is looking at your group. You have gathered more attention than the ceremonial mammoth cook because of this peculiar troop of individuals that have wandered into town with a floating, toweled up, roped up
I lower him to the ground.
structure. All right.
No, don't.
Like a inch. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Do we see the huntsman from earlier?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm in this blanket, right? But I'm imagining my fucking bony spikes are like tearing through it.
Well,
as this progresses,
loosely-
I think so.
You're
You're
loosely put over him.
you're fraying this blanket.
Oh, sweet heavens.
We can have.
We might have to try
on this thing.
common motion one more time, and hopefully it might work because we're running out of options.
Havoc, make 5 grunts if you're okay.
I can only
I would
imagine.
consider that as 2.
Yeah, I don't think that was
Cold
5.
inside of it as well. The cold one inside of him too would be fighting him off as well.
Oh, you don't know.
Right.
All right.
Before you stands the tavern, and you did receive an invitation to the tavern from the huntsmans.
I'm going to stride in and ask for a room that has a window. And then go to that room, open up the window, and motion for us to move Havoc in through the window.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
You enter into this tavern, and there's music playing. There are goblins. There are hobgoblins dancing, and it's a really festive time. People are drinking. The sun is already set by now, and there's these decorations that are up that seem to be various bones and other like accoutrements that you could have carved out of a mammoth. And up ahead, there's the bar, which
There's
is
also like woolly rhinos and stuff too.
yeah, all sorts of tundra animals. And up ahead is the bar, which is this gnarled chunk of like earthen rock, kinda. It's not polished or smooth or anything like that, and it looks like it'd be a pretty uncomfortable bar, but there are people sitting at it and drinking. And you can see that the bartender and his crew of employees are behind.
Good afternoon, barkeep. My name is Feather Duster.
That's about a queer name for an elf that I could think of, friend.
Silver busts out laughing.
I don't know if we have...
You're outside on the horse with me. Calm yourself.
We are merchants. We're looking to buy mammoth accoutrements from this place, and we'd like a room.
You've come to the right place, Feather Duster.
What is your name, good sir? I reach out my hand.
He reaches back, and his hand is missing a couple of fingers, but he grabs on with a really firm grip.
I'd like to point out that although I'm a rough and tumble from the soaks, I have soft hands.
Soft and delicate hands.
Yeah.
Gloves full of Vaseline.
A little bit gets squeezed out.
Somebody grabs my hands and just all the way down my arm.
My name is Clot. Are you looking for a room for you and your band of merchants?
Yes, I'd like multiple rooms. Actually.
Multiple rooms.
How much for a night?
He looks down at his cash register, which is really just a box, and he looks back at you, and he sort of sums you up, and you can see that you've got some immaculate equipment on.
Actually, he can't, because I have all my knives hidden.
You've also got those bright pink booties.
I do have this bright
pink socks.
And you've got a cape as well.
I do have a... Well, the cape is more just a leather... Not leather. What is it?
It's an entire bear.
Yeah, it's
Is it a bear?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit more.
Oh, God,
Drags on the ground.
He says, it's 100 gold pieces.
100 gold pieces.
And I can outfit your whole party.
I'm going to do a knowledge local check to see if I can remember the name of any inns nearby.
Okay.
Damn you!
The dice give it.
It was
the dice take
that, and then goes back. I got a 2 plus 9.
On your way in, the pattern of this layout, this city's layout, is so convoluted that you couldn't recognize an inn from a haberdashery. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna be a barter. Bluff. So I'm gonna say, you see though, I've been to we were just passing by the Salted Sea Cow, and we saw not a great place. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Not so hot, but Salted Sea Cow. They're only doing it for about 20 a night for all of us.
It's a cock die.
It's a cock die.
Joe gets a lot of those usually.
There you go. It's bluff. That is a 24. Yeah, 24.
Okay. Salted Sea Cow.
Salted Sea Cow.
Yeah, they've got some real great coupons over there.
Usually it would be a Groupon since it's for all of us.
Yeah.
Sweet heavens.
40 a night.
200 a night.
200?
Yeah.
That's not how bartering works.
You haven't been up north, have you?
4,000 a night. No, that's not 50 a night.
Sorry, friend. The deal's 200 a night.
50 a night, and I'll perform inside of your bar for the night.
You couldn't perform right here and now.
I whip this thing out.
Specify.
That's stripping.
In a flourish. Well, let's see how high this goes.
It's gonna be a good night.
That's another one, yeah.
Oh, that's a plus 25.
I'm gonna die.
25.
Sleight of hand.
For
I'm going to whip out one of my knives.
Go whip this.
But not in a stabby motion, but in a nice way. Look at that. It's just one of my shitty knives, too. And that's a 26.
okay.
And I just go I've got fast hands, my friend. And an even faster wit.
Fast hands and an even faster wit.
They don't call me Feather for nothing.
You're a hard sell, stranger.
Feather duster.
250 gold pieces.
I would like to think at this point I would have walked in and I would have been like, "Can I get a room for the guy who brought the mammoth back?"
The guy who bought the mammoth back
Who
owns
brought-
this place.
Oh shit, where is he?
He's outside with the mammoth.
Awesome. I go ask him and was like, "Hey, any chance we can get a room for the night?"
Oh, yeah, you guys can get a room. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you guys can get a room. Hold on. Only 100 gold pieces a night.
Oh, that sounds
For you
reasonable.
and your contingent.
Reasonable.
Awesome. I walk inside and I tell the guy, "Yeah, he said 50 gold pieces."
Well, you're gonna have to bluff check on that.
19.
Yeah, he doesn't believe you.
Fuck. Memory lapse. Yes, I can do that.
What's your will save for first level spells?
So much
It
for not
is.
casting a spell.
Yeah, I know. 19.
He saves.
Ah!
I walk in.
This guy just gets like blasted with a dose of memory magic, and he like pushes back. He pushes this slidable latch on the bar, and he pulls out this club, and then he leaps over the bar and starts marching towards Volley.
I'm gonna step to the side.
I would think this is the time you would normally vanish.
I offer him the 250.
Okay. So make a noise check.
He probably just runs into
Noise
my
or
leg.
diplomacy?
Noise?
Yeah, you need to make enough noise to be recognized here.
What would be a noise check?
19 plus.
You are covered in metal.
Perform.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know if he has.
I've got
charisma. That'd be 22.
Okay.
Jingle jangle.
So this guy's like a few steps away from Volley, and he's got his big hefty club, and you manage to stop him. You catch his attention,
Grab him by
and
the leg.
he looks down at you, and he sees your purse of gold.
250 for my group for the night.
Just when I thought you were trying to cheat me.
No.
We would never cheat you. We
I
just
was
don't
just trying to
understand your
bargain.
culture.
Wait. Can you
I'm not Havoc in, by the way.
He's just this flailing sack.
You serve drinks
You
at
just
this
knock
bar.
him out.
This is pretty common in Porto Nova. Actually, yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna sneak up behind him and pull out 2 saps. This is...
Oh my god.
Floating spiky bag that you just start beating.
Hang on.
I'm an entertainer.
Wobble.
It just needs a couple more.
Alright, the dark
Just
ones...
take 10 on it.
The dark ones will be my primary... Is
He's
this
not
a coup de
moving.
grace?
Just take 10.
Yeah, he's helpless.
Alright, I'm not gonna be able to kill you with all of this, so...
A coup de grace is just a critical hit.
Oh,
that
it's a
you
nat
roll.
20.
Just kills him.
Alright, so... what is 4 times 6?
24.
24. What is 24 times 4?
That would
Nearly
be
196.
96.
96. Yeah.
Okay, so a full attack brings you down to like 8 non-lethal.
Okay, so I am minusing 5 from each of the separate attacks.
Okay.
But that's not a whole lot, because that's
No.
only 5 attacks.
Well, I'm also, I forgot to add my dex, which is plus 6.
okay.
For 5, so another 30 damage.
You don't add dex to the damage.
He does because he's got a rogue.
So that's another 30 damage.
So, what was the total amount of non-lethal damage that you dealt?
Alright, so it is...
It'd be 126.
6 plus 30. Yeah, 126.
126.
Does that knock you out?
That knocks me out.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Is he still floating?
Hold on! Yeah,
Yeah.
I point, I say, hold on a second. And I walk up and I just start going,
Wait, so it's 126 minus 25 because it's 5 attacks. Right?
So 101.
So that's 101, and I have 103
4
hit
attacks.
points.
4 times.
Alright. So then that would be enough to knock me out. Okay, whatever.
Oh, jeez.
I levitate
By, like,
him onto
5.
a bar stool, and I sit him down.
Are we weekend at Bernieing this thing?
We should bring him upstairs.
I want to drink first.
I'll buy you a drink later. Let's bring him upstairs.
I mean, drinks aren't that much. How much is a drink here?
Your drinks are covered for this day.
Really?
Uh-oh.
I mean, Havoc is alright right now. He's not really...
Jesus.
There's just like blood
I'm going to
pooling out.
I'm going to roll a
This guy, hang on, stop.
Yeah.
This guy, no, you stop too.
No.
This guy who's standing in front of you, he's got his club, and he says, drinks are covered for the night. And Silver turns and says, Havoc's good. This guy stops and says, sorry?
Yeah, it's like
And you can hear
Everybody
sort of the stereotypical
Silver!
the stereotypical sound of like
Bronze!
Okay, you just went from single-handedly fixing the problem to single-handedly destroying everything.
I do something.
you brought the prodigal prince back to the Iron Glacier.
No. Before any of that happens, I say to him, yes, craziness is kind of fun.
Memory lapse.
No, you're not quick enough for that.
Damn. What? I'm quick.
Memory lapse. With more juice this time. A lot more juice.
Okay, but you'd have to hit everyone in the bar.
No, but not everybody heard it, did they?
Yeah,
the
the
bar
bar
came
went
to a
silent.
standstill.
Okay, never mind. Then I wouldn't do it.
Memory lapse.
Just like Havoc, Fireball, and Volley, like
A fireball might be a good point on this. Walk outside. Dude, the kitchen exploded.
Hang on, where am I?
you're outside still.
Okay, so I didn't know that just happened.
Can you rewind some time?
Fuck.
I can't.
So this guy goes up and he's got this like big poster on the wall that's framed, and it's got Havoc's face next to his brother drawn onto it, and the likeness is impeccable. And he pulls this big framed poster down, he punches it and like shatters the glass and pulls out this painting, and he says, "You're telling me that he's in that sack?" And he goes over and he drops his.
I go over to
100%
go over to
fucking helpless because you beat me to shit! Oh my
Can I
god!
cast invisibility?
No.
On him?
Hold on. I go over to Vol and I say, disguise. Cast disguise.
I can only cast ghostly disguise, you stupid. He just looked like a ghost. Can I just cast invisibility?
Hold on, let me try something. Okay, so I'm gonna start talking. I'm gonna cast a.
You're not even in there.
Yes, I am.
Hang on.
You haven't done anything. Why aren't you helping?
Would I have
I have
heard
nothing to help with.
Would I have heard the commotion? I'm probably close to
You heard all of the commotion stop.
Okay, so
The opposite of commotion, you've heard a calmed effect.
Silence. This has been worse.
Hold on, I got something. I'm just trying to figure out right where it
How
is.
large is the tavern?
I might have to fireball everybody.
It's probably the better part of it's like a longhouse, so it's like 100 feet across, but it's only about 20 feet deep.
Okay. Because we're not in initiative, if I did something that cost me 1 round, could I do it instantaneously? This time is not slowed because we're not in battle.
Kind of.
Okay. So,
what? Do something.
You've done enough.
I can.
Hang on.
What I can do, since I'm right next to Havoc.
How are you?
Yeah, I came in with everybody. I was with everybody.
Did you say that you did?
No, he didn't. You're outside.
I'm outside.
You never said you were in.
You gotta identify whether.
The only people that said they were in were
Because I walked in specifically to talk to the barkeeper.
Feather Duster, Molly, I don't know, Bronze, and the floating disc. Fuck. I'm gonna have to kill everybody.
Alright. So if I'm outside and I hear everything stop,
this guy's probably good because he's got a picture of him.
well, I can distract him. I'm just trying to find what that spell is.
Cast invisibility.
That's all I got.
Well, then do it.
Well, that's what I said. I asked if I had time. I'm gonna leave it up to him.
It's not a spell, it's a class ability for being a charm
Yes.
war priest.
That's why I'm not finding it.
Through the sack,
Yes.
I heal Havoc.
Okay. So this guy, like right around the time where this guy's showing off the poster and he's got it out in his hands, he punched it.
I fucked up.
Okay. So you heal Havoc and he gets how much HP back? Or how much?
I believe.
I think it just heals.
It just heals
Goes
him
away
because
as
it's
what
on.
you get magically.
He just becomes conscious again.
I think so. You can make another will save, though.
Alright, can I just point out, that this is the second time that you beat the shit out of me when I was helpless?
No, this time it was non-lethally. The first time it was lethal.
Listen.
He shoved a dagger in your ass.
That's a 10.
Okay, yeah, you still fail.
You're gonna have to knock him out.
You're gonna have to do it again.
Why?
He has to save this.
So you're brought back from this slumber where you were having a horrific nightmare of the siege, and you are suddenly brought back from being unconscious.
The nightmare's not over.
The nightmare's not over. You're still seeing this visage from the past in front of you,
Because it's pitch black
pitch
inside
black,
the fucking
right.
bag.
And all you can see is just cannons being fired and explosions going off and bodies are going everywhere and you can hear it all too, and it's deafening to you.
Okay, what can those of us outside?
And both literally and in my mind, I'm dripping in blood.
Yes.
So is he still just
Pretty sure being shoved into a bag while I'm soaked in blood isn't helping my
No,
situation.
I know, but I'm
that's for
saying you're
sure.
not you're not going off and killing shit. You're still just tweaking.
No, I'm still tweaking out inside a bag. Because that's what we decided I was going to do this episode.
So, Griff,
Do I know?
me,
I'm gonna try a bluff check. Since I have caused this problem.
Hang on.
Do I know what age category he's in? Is he young, middle, old?
Havoc's younger.
I am...
you're gonna age him!
Oh, God.
So,
Grandpa!
I'm 27 of a species that lives around to be 200-ish. So I'm effectively like a 13-year-old.
That sounds about right.
You're gonna do the temporary age thing. I was looking at that. I'm like, let's give him a beard.
I already have a beard.
Oh, well.
I'm still 27 years old. But culturally, it's like, oh, this guy's a nothing.
Category.
Next category?
Just adult.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the cusp of manhoodiness.
Double Corey.
So, quick pause. Griff, me, and Zul and Doctor are all outside.
Yes.
What are we aware of? Or do you want us to roll?
The sounds from inside the bar have stopped.
Okay.
Which is odd, but not particularly odd because you've never been here before. And
We
the
might have heard tong 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 tong.
you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that.
No, that's just
And but they're still loading up the mammoth into this pit, and they've actually begun to start cooking it, and they're beginning to cover it up with boughs and other damp things, so that way they can really steam it out.
Have we been interacted with at all?
Not particularly. That you are definitely catching. Morgrim especially is catching looks from all the hobgoblins around here, but
I'm gonna say I'm pretty important here.
but
Hey,
Yeah.
but
at least
Interesting.
I'm unkillable here.
Yeah.
I'm a black bird.
Okay,
Come
so
at me.
since I'm outside, when we hear all the music, everything in commotion stops. We kind of get a little suspicious, but not too much.
not
No.
terribly suspicious.
You don't.
Do I smell the fear and the tension inside there?
No.
Werewolves.
Yeah, that's not.
There's overpowering mammoth smoke.
Yeah.
Man, you're just thinking, that meat smells good.
No. Silver.
That's me.
His name's Bronze.
All right, so
I'm gonna make a bluff check.
Okay, this guy's marching
Whole
forward.
room.
The
Bluff
whole
check.
room. Okay, this guy's marching forward. He's dropped his club
Hold
and he's
on.
taking out a knife.
You gotta stop right here, because you don't know what you're messing with. You see, this bag right here, we're merchants. You all know that. We're merchants. Everybody knows that. We made it clear. I've made magical items in my time. Look at him! Ring of sustenance. Look at my amulet! As a merchant, I've made a horrible mistake with this sack. It is cursed.
Oh man, I'll put a curse on it if I can get in there.
This cursed sack that writhes and growls and bleeds. It causes horribleness when you open it.
Mine is disgusting.
It's the Havoc sack of
I
Havoc.
named it the Havoc sack.
So this is enough time
So
for.
calm down, everyone. 22.
I'm helping him. I'm gonna help him as well and be like, yeah, that's why I beat it. Because this sack fucking sucks.
the Havoc sack.
The Havoc sack.
And inside the sack is Havoc.
No.
Well, like,
Wait a minute. What language do you speak?
I cast tongues. I'm not that stupid.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Once I realize they can't understand me, I'll cast tongues if that's the case.
That was back when you were offering the money.
Yeah.
This guy moves past you, and he's got his knife now, and he goes over to the sack, and he's getting ready to stab into this thing. And and he does. And he just plunges his knife in and cuts this sack open, and Havoc's writhing body is still moving through the...
So wait, I didn't get to cast invisibility?
Yeah, he said he was going to cast invisibility. And that was more than 6 seconds, that speech.
Okay.
He
You
would
cast
have to
invisibility on the sack?
No, on Havoc.
Havoc's in the sack.
Is his feet exposed?
Yeah.
Or
No.
just... No? No, yeah.
You're gonna cast on Havoc, right?
He can't see.
If I can't see Havoc, then I can't.
I know what I'm going to... I'm going to flip out a knife,
Okay.
make a cut of my
You
own,
can see the
and
spikes.
poke with my finger, and cast Vanish on him.
You can see the spikes of Havoc.
Oh yeah, I could see the spikes.
The spikes are poking through.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, okay. So
But he would still have to make a save, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Havoc makes a save against that. He's not
Here we go.
conscious.
Yeah,
9.
Same roll.
You do not save. So the magic doesn't take effect,
No,
And,
it's
um,
opposite.
and this
Well,
guy
we're
slices
screwed.
this bag open, and Havoc's writhing body is still levitating in the air as the bag falls down, and he's got blood sort of flipping and splashing and like
Sweet heavens.
really decorating this guy's bar. And
God damn it.
I'm going to cast Vanish on him.
It's too late now.
I'm doing it now.
Okay.
I lift him to the ceiling. And he does it after we're done.
Okay. this guy writhes back and he's like, "What is going on here?"
You've opened the sack!
And now more than a few other hobgoblins stand up out of their seats and they draw weapons and they start enclosing around the party.
Fireball.
Okay.
Well, you're going to kill all of us.
You'll be fine. You got evasive. He is literally loaded
So,
in armor.
I am conscious, though, because I was
He's
healed.
out of the room now.
You're conscious, but you're not actively conscious because you're still failed your save.
Have you tried some of the mammoth?
Well, I don't think I need to be particularly actively conscious to be violent.
No, but you are levitating up in the air against the ceiling.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Want to play the belt game?
But I do
Don't
have a
let you and
15-foot reach with
Yeah.
the whip.
Let's fuck him up.
You
And
are
he
some
just
fun.
provoked an attack of opportunity by casting a fireball.
I don't think anyone...
Yeah, you did.
Well,
Yeah, because he's
I
not
can
casting
cast-
a fireball in this bar. Not if I can help it.
well,
You're in the ceiling, motherfucker!
Yes, and I have 15 feet of reach.
Yeah, I think you can reach
And
it.
you're covered in a bag!
Not anymore, I was torn out of the bag.
Yeah, you got cut out of it.
Cast offensively if you'd like. Though that's
Yeah, I can cast offensively. I do it automatically.
I'm still gonna whip you in the face, dude.
You can go for it, yeah. I mean, I still get to cast offensively first, though.
Yeah, sure. Make a defensive casting check.
20, high. Almost 30.
You're able to cast that defensively.
Yeah.
And does a 31 hit your armor class?
I suspect.
Ooh, I really want to do it, but I don't necessarily want to do it against you. No, it's fine. You can hit me once. I'll let it happen.
Alright.
I got a new.
Does he pass a check? Doesn't he have to check to move? Or...
I'm going to say that a violent thrash doesn't count.
What's the point of defensive casting if he's going to be able to hit me?
This was just a normal
You,
attack.
you are able to cast the spell. If he had hit you, you would have had to overcome
Oh, yeah.
with a concentration check to continue casting.
Whip it good.
14 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
You are whipped and take 14 damage.
Mhm.
A fireball goes off in the center of this room. And everyone... Victus gets to make a save. Silver gets to make a save. Havoc gets to make a save. You guys are outside.
You guys
But
are going to
now
be
you notice this fireball go off.
I would imagine that I'm not in a state to make a reflex save.
You don't have to make a reflex save if you don't want.
I'll take the full damage.
Oh, boy.
Havoc's dead.
Havoc's not
From a
dead.
fireball, I'm not
No.
afraid of one fireball.
Nah, he's fine.
You can only do 10d6 damage.
Griff, what do you think they got up to in there?
Stop
I don't know that
rolling.
you would-
Both of you!
Immediately
Stop
the
it!
windows are blown out.
Yeah.
I don't know that you would be like, oh, I wonder what they're doing.
Oh shit!
I
Okay.
failed.
Fine.
All right.
Outside.
Hang on. Let me collect these saves.
30.
You save.
12.
You don't save. You don't save. What's your save?
I actually got to roll for my save. I would reflex save, so no.
I thought you were a little picture for people who didn't get hit.
Oh, I do. It is selective, and I didn't actually think about that. It is selective. Yes.
Okay.
So I could have selected everybody and not hurt the people in...
S meant semantic.
No, I don't have
Do you
semantic.
do that? Semantic.
Whatever.
It's not
I do
really
forget
a
that. Thank you for
fireball.
bringing that up. I never actually
Sphere.
remember that. It is marked on there that one's always the one. Attaboy.
Maybe construction worker.
So everybody's good for us. Everybody else in the room is going to get
Thank God
40
that's not
damage. Unless they don't save. Or that's if they don't save, they get 40. I can choose the amount of people up to my intelligence modifier, which is 6.
Tell them they released the Havoc bag. Havoc is happening.
That's what happens.
Yeah, no one released it.
Okay. You can't see Havoc, so you
Of
can't...
course I can. He just whipped me.
Oh, he did just whip you. so
Yeah, I see everybody.
he's...
I'm thoroughly visible on this ceiling now.
Yeah, I
Or
think
did you
so.
break? Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
So everybody in the bar gets hit except for
How much damage did you roll?
40.
40?
Yeah.
Okay, not everyone in the bar, because the bar is a long bar, but everyone in the width of the bar, which includes behind the bar itself.
Yeah, which would have been the guy with the club.
Yep, this guy with the club. What's your save for a 3rd level spell?
Does the alcohol explode?
Would have been 19.
Oh man, does the
Gonna
alcohol
catch on
explode?
fire for sure. 19?
Yep.
Sam.
Reflex saves? This guy saves. Yeah.
How good is it? Like, thing does he have? He's saving on everything.
I keep
No,
rolling pretty well.
I predicted I was going to kill Volley.
Yeah, good luck.
This guy saves, but the patrons don't save. So this explosion goes off. Windows are shattered, and fire erupts from the bar. Everyone who's outside, who's doing the mammoth stuff, stop, and they start trying to move into the bar.
So in that moment of like everything exploding,
Okay.
and everybody turns and looks, where am I in relation? Am I like kind of off in the corner? I'd like to, like in a seclusionary way, put up my hood and just
You can do that.
I can do it.
Kill the last dude, and we'll just say something went off in the kitchen.
Nope. I'm not a murderer.
Yes, you are!
No, I don't actively kill people who are neutral or not evil.
He's a goblin. He's evil.
Yeah, so this is like a super
He's
evil
a
move, huh?
hobgoblin. Or is this a what type of person is the barkeep?
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblins are neutral, right?
Hobgoblins don't have an express alignment.
So I can't make any assumptions about how evil this guy was.
No.
Okay, I'm not going to kill him.
All right.
One thing you
It's a
do
mistake.
know is that he didn't stab Havoc. He just cut the bag off of him.
Yeah. I feel like everybody in this bar was a good guy, and that dropping a fireball might have been a really dick move. I actually agree with you this time. I actually think
We're on
the
the
evil
same
person
plane.
in this
Someone's
room.
whispering to Victus now.
Yeah, I like snuck in.
So this explosion goes off. This guy turns. He's only got a knife now because he dropped his club,
Yeah.
and he attacks Volley.
Please.
What's your armor class?
24.
Okay. One of his attacks misses. The other one hits you.
As an immediate action, I use my new spell shield ability, which allows me to spend 1 Arcana point and add my intelligence modifier to my AC. So that makes it 30 AC.
Okay, he doesn't hit a 30.
That's
How
good.
many times can you do that?
As many Arcana points as I have.
So this guy stabs at you a couple times, and he's deflected away with your shield, and it's Victus's turn.
Can I catch vanish on myself?
Okay,
Pussy.
you gonna do anything in finish?
You have one chance to defuse this situation.
I know, you could just knock him.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
He won't do it. The one time he doesn't butt stab somebody is now.
A secret note is being written.
Everybody eat a cookie.
Get one now.
Do you like me? Check yes or no. Time for this Victus.
If do. Okay.
Also, do you want me to make a stealth check?
Yeah.
Okay. Because there are a lot of people in this room, and even if I am invisible, I might be noticed. Spoken about. It's not too bad. Plus 20 for invisible.
I'm gonna start robbing everyone.
Plus 20? Okay, that's a 50.
That's beyond God level.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
Hang on. Okay. That's a 6 on the die.
Yes.
And you gotta, stop it! It's really annoying.
It's a 6, plus my base stealth of 25,
So that's
plus
31.
20.
Liam, that's the reason
51.
why rogue talent, the advanced talent where you can just take 10 is
Yeah.
really, really good for rogues.
Because
Because it's just like 10 plus a bunch. And every time it's just, that's more than 30.
I should check my skill edge for stealth.
Silver, you can go. Victus has just disappeared. A fireball's gone off. This guy's got a knife. He's stabbing at Volley, but he can't get him.
That Havoc screaming on the ceiling, release me.
Any whip volley.
I love it.
I don't like this town.
You went in. You could have stayed out on the horse with me. I had some nice mammoth.
Situation.
Actually, I didn't, but I watched people cook mammoth.
We gotta get out of here. So you're on ceiling. You're still under levitate. You're not gonna let me grab you. He doesn't have the rope on him still, right? Is that not a thing? He's not a balloon anymore?
No, he's not.
Damn.
Can you only take as many ranks
know,
as your level? Yeah.
I don't understand the culture here. I have to honor the ways of how things are going. Even though I've misspoke as an outsider, I will drop Havoc to the ground.
Okay.
Next to me.
Sure.
Not on top of me. And is just one guy just swinging at us?
Yeah, everyone else got killed around you.
Damn. It's rough.
Yeah, there's the better part of like 15 or 16 dead.
I'm sure that's
Are they
helping his
dead?
PTSD.
Are they confirmed? Are they confirmed?
Only they
like,
were
totally dead.
Yeah,
Gone.
they're immolated.
That kitchen explosion, I tell you.
What was the name of the Magus again?
Judar.
Okay, thanks.
Judar might notice.
Yeah.
Where did we talk to Judar?
No one's talked to
Nobody's
Judar.
talked to Judar yet. We have not seen Judar yet. We've seen a memory of
Is using
Judar
levitate
once.
in action? Yeah, I think it is, right? Is it a move action? Or is
It's
it-
a move action to move it.
Okay, so that's all it was.
I thought.
No, we have not met
No, it was
Judar.
Judas. Very close. It's like we've got one name.
I realized my mistake after calling him Judas. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, wait a minute. He's really similar in name.
Yeah.
But he's dead now, so don't worry about Judas.
All Magus had the same idea when changing their name because
Well, he
they lived
wasn't a
very
Magus.
close.
He was a vampire.
Volley, Judar,
I'm going
Judas.
to cast Iron Skin on myself
Oh my
Okay.
god.
and quicken Shield of Fate. I'm going to stand and see what happens.
All right, Volley. This guy's just stabbed at you a couple times, but he's not hit you. Other patrons in the bar are rising from their seats. They're fully aware of the commotion.
Well, wait, hold on. Oh, the people that didn't get hit by the fireball.
Yeah, it's a long.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. So you disappeared. You just threw on some skin. You're attacking me for some reason. So that's not helpful.
I can't imagine why.
Listen, I didn't tie you up and throw you in there. It's true.
That's not my reason for attacking you.
Did kind of just murder a whole
They
lot
punched
of people.
the picture of Havoc aka they don't like Havoc.
No.
People called
one person.
and then everybody
He
else
took
got up
out
and
the
pulled their
picture.
weapon.
He didn't like punch it. He took out the picture because
He
was
punched it and ripped out the
So
picture.
he was going to compare faces.
Mm.
This is a good guy.
Nah.
You've done a terrible thing today.
We call
too
him
late.
the prodigal prince.
Yeah.
I
Too
wrote
late,
it down in my
actually.
notes.
Hey, it's a matter of hearing things. Some of us kill mayors, some of us blow up taverns.
What are you gonna do?
We're
This guy's
playing
stabbing.
out the scenario.
I'm gonna vanish.
Okay, you gotta cast that defensively.
Is that another attack of opportunity? Out of curiosity.
Probably. Yeah, you got it. Okay. So you vanish away from this guy. Are you gonna do something? while
No,
you're
I'm
invisible?
just gonna walk out the bar at this point now.
Okay.
What direction do you walk when you walk out the bar?
Through the door.
Through the
Right.
fucking door. We already know you're gonna try to club me.
I'm gonna need that note back.
You do know you can't see invisibility, right?
No, but if you walk past him.
It doesn't matter if you can't see me.
That's not actually how invisibility works. It's just a % chance to miss. You technically do know where an invisible person is. That's why you still
It
need to make
depends.
stealth checks.
No, it's not.
Depends.
Especially if he's standing in the doorway. You'd have to like try to get past him. You're not incorporeal.
Don't make me go.
Yeah.
It do.
Yeah, you bump into something when you turn invisible and start to walk out the door.
It's a bump on a bump.
Yeah. You bump into definitely a human shape, but you don't see a human. Although you have... Is your magic aura a spell?
Yeah, it's a spell.
That's a spell. Come on.
Mine's a spell, not
He
a
bumps
spell-like
into you.
ability.
Roll it. It's a 3.
Alright, well, nothing happens.
Okay. Something bumps into you, and then you walk out the door.
Okay.
Havoc, you're on the ground now. You can do something. From across the room, you hear someone scream out, "They've got the hostage prince!" And this guy sprints and jumps out of a window, and he's gone from your line of sight. But you guys can hear a shattered window, and
All right.
people are now
You know
fleeing
what?
from the bar.
That's a really good point. When we had spoken to the hobgoblins before and were paying attention to it, we would have noticed that the propaganda that was being told to the hobgoblins was that Havoc wasn't evil, that he was good and kidnapped.
So there's a huge swarm of people in the doorway now, right?
Yeah, people are fleeing the scene.
Okay.
Some people are jumping out of windows because it's on fire. This place is on fire. You guys are surrounded by fire.
And I don't like fire, and I know what stops fire. I will cone of cold out as much fire as I can.
Just gonna kill more people.
Aim not to hit people.
He doesn't
Havoc's
have
not
a
exactly in a good state of mind.
Havoc doesn't have that selective.
The body of the
part.
fire is on like all the alcohols, so
Yeah.
there's actually no one there that isn't already dead.
Cool.
Yeah, so he'll...
With the
he'll-
exception, no, that guy's not dead. No, so
Yeah.
the bartender's behind you.
I'll just cone of cold out the fires.
Okay,
And just cry havoc on that.
sure. So you snuff out a lot of these flames. Some of the employees here start to try and put out the rest of the fire. This guy, he's got like his knife. His charge has just disappeared. Havoc's over there. He doesn't know what's going on.
And I'm screaming and frothing about Volley being Judar. I'm 100% convinced that he's been Judar and he's been tricking us this entire time.
Okay,
That's what I believe.
all right.
What's going on outside?
People are fleeing this burning building that has just had a large blast of cool, fresh breeze.
So it's a lovely, idyllic tavern. It goes silent, and then fire blasts out the windows, and then immediately cold blasts out the fire.
Yeah, it's like a real fucking fan.
So at that point, I run inside.
Okay.
Can I also go inside and start searching for anyone who's
Do you run straight
Alive?
inside?
Oh god!
I take a few steps inside and I kind of just try to get
All
this.
Yeah, you bump into something.
Yeah, something's blocking the doorway, but you guys are able to push past it.
Do I smell it? And yeah, if I bump right into you,
Dude, you're gonna just smell a lot of...
I smell a lot,
does
but
smell beat stealth? Like, if you're really stealthy, do you, like...
Well,
Well,
If
I
you're really
also-
stealthy, you don't.
Pull out your
Exists.
werewolf thing, because I think it
Exists.
has something to do with you can sense something within.
Yeah, there's a
yeah,
area that you can
10 feet or something.
Yeah, so you... If that's the case, then yeah, you smell.
Yeah, you can smell Victus.
Yeah.
He's invisible, which is a trick that you're familiar that he knows how to do.
So at that point,
This isn't surprising.
Do you smell? Do you smell?
Glitter dust!
actually, that means I would smell.
No,
You would have
I
smelled
would-
Volley run out of the
Yep.
tavern.
So I would have ran in as soon as you ran out.
Yeah.
And that was right before the cold and cold happened.
Yeah.
And I would run in. I would bump into.
I'd probably let you pass.
Yeah, I'd probably bump into, and I'll be like confused, and I'll start looking around. And then at that point, the cold and cold's happening, and I would start. I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of shit that just happened.
I'm gonna search for survivors.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the same thing and help try to put out. Do I have great water? Actually, hold on.
So you guys are turning over these mutilated, charred corpses. Anyone that has survived has been fleeing the building, with the exception of the bartender and a couple of employees who are putting out fires.
Well, the bartender, sir, isn't he?
This guy moves over towards Havoc and he says, "Prince, I'll protect you. Stand aside." And he goes to stab at Silver, whose armor class is just far too high for this guy. unless he gets a 19, but that's still not good enough. So he just sort of deflects off of your armor.
You're just standing there.
Let's say I didn't hear him say that to Havoc. Then he just goes and starts kind of just pinging against him. So I'm gonna actually try to cast Hold Person.
Try to use people's names.
Silver.
On me.
His name's
No,
Bronze.
on the bartender, because I just see him going after Silver, but nothing's hitting, so I'm just gonna try to use Hold Person.
How's my mental clarity doing with this revelation
Oh
that
god,
I had?
terrible.
Not well.
Not well.
No, in fact, you think that the influence of this wizard is corrupting you now. Yeah. It's like seeping in. The magic is flurrying and fluttering. You don't understand it.
No, I don't understand it. Do you mean like, do I think that the rest of the group is in on it? Because Volley was there from the beginning, from the orc cart.
Yep. Who else was there? Griff was there?
Nope.
Silver was there. I know.
I was there, because I was the one that broke everybody out. Well, except for you.
This is
Morgan
when we
was
discovered
there.
you hid daggers in your ass.
Doctor was there.
Yep. I wasn't there.
Do I? Is it like I don't know what's going on with him, but is it clear that it's spell related or no?
You can make a spellcraft check.
All right.
So effectively, what you're seeing now is you feel like everything around you is under this influence of spellcraft. Like you think that you're sort of existing in an illusion created by a spell. The fire, the chaos.
So this room isn't real for me.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not even sure I've even left the glacier. I think I might still be back in my cell. Before I broke out the first time.
Sort of like you've had a hallucination of an
Oh,
entire
freedom.
escape sequence.
So I use my smartness.
5 years of hallucination.
Oh boy.
I use
That
my,
would be the plot twist.
my oracle power.
Really shitty movie.
I get a 52.
Shutter Island.
Jesus
Spellcraft.
Christ.
What did you
There's
do?
no spells that work right now.
I'm certain. He's just crazy. How could you calm down? Look what you've done.
Back, you vicious beast! You scaly mutt!
Listen, I don't know anything what's going on here.
It's just like
What is your
casually sitting
Silver?
there
What's your
while the man
CMD?
It's immaculate.
No, it's not. It's at the lowest. It's 14.
14?
Holy crap.
I don't even need to roll to whip you to me then.
Natural 1 will fail. He's right
A
next
natural-
to you.
a natural one will
He's
fail.
standing next to you.
Oh, then I will grapple him. Fucking whoop.
Natural 1 still.
That's true. That's a 10. So
I may have lost my dodge bonus.
like
but
32
you still
or
can't
something.
hit me.
I don't need to. Sleeper hold.
Wait, does that make you more harder to hit? Because your dodge bonus is -1?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
If you have a penalty, it still applies.
You're gonna try to strangle me?
Yes.
How does that work?
He has to
Strangling.
just deal non-lethal damage to you until you pass out.
How does he deal non-lethal damage?
But I have improved unarmed, so I can deal lethal damage. So I can just kill you with a sleeper hold.
What is the...
I'm crazy right now. Be careful.
Yeah, but can you even do the damage?
I think I need to succeed a grapple in each round. If I succeed and you fail, now that I've initiated a grapple, I deal unarmed damage.
Okay, I'm gonna use Liberating Command.
Okay.
Good idea, because I don't want to see you dead.
You get to make an escape artist check with a plus 20.
Against my CMD?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
God.
So you gotta roll above a 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did it.
He just dropped.
I walk 5 feet away from Havoc and continue to have my conversation.
That's an attack of opportunity, though.
No, 5 foot step.
Guys, can someone come in here?
Isn't this isn't that his full round? Can I go now? Like, are we still
Hey,
initiative?
Jules in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Zuul's
I
in here.
I
Zul,
just
you
did
gotta help me out.
hold person on the bartender, and then he did that. I don't know if I can go again.
The bartender saves.
Okay, so
This guy's a
Fucking
real
bartender,
This guy's on
holy
fire.
So
The one time
literally-
Joe rolls well.
At this point,
You should
I-
play the
That
bartender.
should be the bartender.
second.
He's gotten a 15 on like every single roll.
Oh, okay. Joe, you're not doing the reverse thing?
No, not for this guy.
So at this point, this is getting kind of out of hand. So I'm gonna try just rapid firing calm person Havoc. So I can do it. No.
No, you miss it. Waka, waka, waka,
The
waka,
arrow
waka,
of
waka.
calm person.
So I can do it.
Just once right now.
I can do it 2 times per round because I can do it
If
once
you-
and then I can use it as a swift action.
Okay, sure.
Go.
I'll
So
allow that.
But didn't you just...
No, that was kind of
No,
earlier.
and then
That
you
was
did
earlier.
all that.
That
Yeah.
was earlier.
Well,
So-
really, the only person who has to roll is Havoc.
Yeah,
to
so
see
I'm
if
gonna-
it affects him.
I'm gonna do
All right,
both.
I've got 2d20s here.
So 2.
It's going to be both. It's going to be
Technically, all
14
arrows.
and a 12.
So 14 makes.
Does that include your will save?
That includes my +1 will save, yes.
Okay.
I don't have good will.
So the
It's a character trait.
What spell are you casting? Calm emotions?
Yeah,
Second level spell?
yeah.
What's your wisdom bonus? More than 2?
Wisdom bonus. Yeah, that's 3.
Alright, so you don't save.
That was close. That was really close.
I would like to think I have
all
just...
arrows really calm
It's hard to calm me down.
I'd like to think I just walked outside, Vanish poofs off like 2 seconds later. It's not that long.
Yeah, half a minute.
And I would like to think I pop up next to Griff and go,
Griff's invisible.
Oh,
You
shit.
don't see him out here.
I didn't think you... sorry. Alright, well, I'm outside.
I recast Vanish.
That's okay. You don't have to talk to me. I'm the only one.
Oh, I didn't know... I thought everybody else ran inside. I thought Griff was the only one still outside. Doctor, are you outside?
Oh,
No,
I'm
he
inside
went in.
looking for survivors.
All right,
Follow me, Prince! We'll lead you back to the throne room.
Margaret?
This guy's trying to like shuffle you back into a safety area.
I'm convinced I'm in a cell, so I'm trying to get out of the room, I guess.
Margaret.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
I think I might have made a mistake.
Wouldn't you try to kill the bartender since he's actually trying to push you back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of talking to Havoc, I want to talk to the bartender.
Okay.
Perception. Do I see...
Do you see
You
me?
volley up here. We know what you're doing.
Yeah, we all know what you're doing. You don't have to whisper, but I'm way outside now.
He's desperately trying to make up for the numerous times he stabbed me in the back by stabbing somebody else in the back. It's a catch-22. It's not gonna work.
It's not.
Why don't you just text them?
I know, right? At this point.
that's a good point.
Like everybody else does when they talk to
No.
them privately.
Oh, I don't?
No, because he's like you'd have to. I guess you could if you leave the building. Okay.
You would have had to have known where I've gone. It's been a minute.
Well, you've left the building, but you can't see him because 30 seconds of turns go by, So you're out there looking for him. That's the idea.
Yeah.
All right. You were about to say something, Silver.
Bartender.
Fiend.
Rude.
Got a real conversation going here.
We were under the impression that Havoc wasn't wanted here.
He's not wanted. He's wanted. He's just not wanted.
See, this is the miscommunication that really set the situation off.
There's two different words for wanted in Hobgoblin.
Oh, jeez, place. I hate this place! So,
If you took Dwarven, dipped it into Abyssal, and then took out all the adjectives, you'd have Goblin. That's how the language works.
I feel like this is a big misunderstanding, bartender.
Ha! He throws his knife, which just goes way past you. Like, it's not even close. And he sort of, like, scoots back with Havoc behind him. He says, "We're gonna get you to safety."
Havoc hasn't been acting like himself. Do you know why that could be, bartender?
Your trickery won't work on me.
Just look at the man.
Judar!
We can come to an agreement that we both want that to stop.
Trickery won't work on me. Not with a natural 20.
Holy crap!
This guy's on fire.
What's his name? God. God, give him class levels.
Nobody ever asked him.
No, he said it.
Well, I'm sorry, bartender. I'm not going to leave Havoc's
Yeah,
side.
Oh wait, I've got it somewhere.
Clot.
Yes.
Clock then.
Havoc's my friend, bartender. Is he wearing that armor I made for him?
Yes.
I made him...
About the skin on the door.
The cloak on the door.
The cloak on the door. Tell him the story about how he taught you how to love. I hardly know the guy. Have a couple of drinks first.
We're good friends, me and Havoc. I made him that armor that he's wearing right now. We've been venturing through, I guess, kind of the southeast, I guess?
There's
And
like a
then
little
kind of
thing.
traveled through Porto Novo and we've had a long journey to get here.
There's like a little bit of text.
Another
on
guy in the
bottom.
background jumps out of the window.
And you know full well that Havoc wouldn't be bested by someone as short as I am. I must have been allies with him.
The prince will never be bested by a fiend like you.
Oh boy.
He
Here
literally
comes. This is his fist.
This guy tries to grab you, but he misses. He's on a real roller coaster of 1s and 20s right now, and he stumbles down, freeing Havoc away from you. So you're now sort of between Havoc and this guy, and the condition seems to be escalating. You guys now outside start to see guards start moving in towards this commotion. The invisible hunt is going on, but you guys can't find them.
Like fucking submarines.
A12. Miss.
It's quickly evolved into a real fucking mess.
When I see the guards, I'm gonna dimension door out of there and far away.
Which way?
What is high right now? Very high that I can look down on.
The skull.
Oh, okay, that's the only thing that's actually high that I can look
Yes.
down on. Okay, I'm not gonna teleport to the skull.
There's the skull, and there's also the giant dry dock. But the giant dry dock is probably beyond the reach of your spell.
Yeah, unless it's more than 1,000 feet away.
It is more than 1,000 feet away, I think. Actually,
Yeah, it's down into the bay.
yeah, it'd be pretty far.
Because the Iron Glacier overlooks.
Yeah, I'll probably just go about however far I can see, which I'm assuming is 800 feet.
800 feet from here wouldn't even reach you to the top of the skull.
No, I'm not trying to really get to the skull.
You're just going up.
Yeah, just trying to get to higher ground.
Okay. The only thing higher is just air.
Yeah, you can fly. Can you?
Yeah, that's true. I could just teleport and get on my invisible broom, but that makes me a spectacle up there.
It certainly does.
Yeah. I'm just going to teleport, like, however far I can on the street away from this whole escalade of things.
So you can't see more than 100 feet down the street because of the confusing layout of the city, but you can still teleport. No, you have to see with Dimension Door.
Yeah, I have
So you
to
can see 100 feet away in any direction.
Yeah,
at best.
You could double hop. Like, hop up and then hop down because you're still invisible.
Oh, it's 2 actions.
That's 2 actions. I would have to cast it twice, which is annoying. But I'm just gonna get out of there.
Okay.
Well, I'm still invisible.
So are we in like a square right now?
Yeah, kind of.
And it's like guards are coming on.
Yep.
Then I want to kind of like get off to the side down an alley or
There's
something.
lots of alleys and like shitty pathways. Yeah.
Have I found anyone that's alive?
No.
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 Living people are out.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm gonna. He has 1/4 chance of getting this, so I'm gonna try the rapid fire common motions one more time, because if he rolls a 15 or higher, he gets it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 1.
If he gets a roll 15 or higher. Yeah.
2 more spells.
2 more spells, and that's it. That's all I got.
I rolled a 9 and a 7.
Well, you have
Look,
that's 5 out of 20
I'm not having
chance.
good dice today, and
That's
will saves are not
1/4
my forte.
chance. 1/4 chance. Okay, well, that's it. I'm out of common motions. I run out the window, I guess. I don't know.
He's gonna follow. He's gonna get the last window that's still intact.
It's like, I'm trying to think what else I can do here. I can't command you to do anything.
I will.
Stop.
I'll start helping with fire put out, I guess.
Okay. It doesn't. There's not too much fire left here, and it's not too long before you and the crew are able to put it out. This bartender, he's really bewildered now. He doesn't know what to think. He's got a freaking out prince that everyone in the city's been looking for. He's got a small silver scaled critter in front of him that he doesn't quite recognize.
With amazing armor.
and people are disappearing in front of him. It's a real shit show for this guy. And he sort of scrambles up to his feet. He tries to get between you, Silver, and Havoc once again, as an attempt to protect. But as that happens, the guards begin to push into the building.
Alright, so I'm blocking the door with my horse. So they're gonna hit me first.
Okay.
I've been outside this whole
Good thing your horse isn't real. They're just gonna kill it.
Are just sort of mantling their way through windows, and it's again like a real brutish SWAT like scene. Like people they're just like bursting their way into the building. And you can and your horse is sort of taking the blocking this pathway, and they bark at you in Goblin. Do you speak Goblin?
So I cast the spell earlier so that I can speak it and understand it.
Voluminous vocabulary?
Yes.
What's the
For
duration?
8 hours, I can understand 9 languages and write and understand up to 205 words or something like that. Would you like to read it?
No. What level spell is that? 1?
Third.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. For me,
No, it's 4th.
Oh God.
How long does that take you to cast?
2 days.
it's a standard.
No, it's I have
standard
S
action.
next to it, so it's standard.
Okay.
And I said that I did that while we were at the gate because I thought I was gonna have to talk and communicate my way in.
Yeah, this guard barks at you to get out of the way.
Okay. So I said, my friends are inside. Do not harm them. They mean you no harm, and I will dismount.
Okay.
Not intentional.
He pushes past you
That's fine.
in a very brutish way.
I'm small. That's
the
easily done.
The rest of his contingent moves into the bar, and they say, "The word is right. The prince is there." And these guys come in.
Tasmanian devil.
These guys come in. What's your armor class, Havoc?
My armor class?
Silver.
36.
36. So they start like trying to club down Silver. But they're just being
Strolling
deflected.
along. Ping, ping, ping,
Yeah,
ping.
they're just being deflected, and you know, one guy eventually just like pushes you, and now there's like a squad around Havoc, and one of them, who's a particularly larger hobgoblin, goes to pick up Havoc.
CMD is 27.
He's having a hard time, so he goes to grab.
I'm covered in
Yeah,
spines.
he goes to grab you, and he sort of gets like pinched by your spikes, and you push him off, and
I've got Warbringer out, and I'm just fending people off with it.
and now now even more commotion's beginning. More of these guards are bursting through this doorway, And this inn, which was a pretty...
And I'm just shouting like,
Yeah.
Carnage, face me like a man, be gone, Judar! Like,
Yeah. And what was a pretty quaint, little tavern has quickly become this scarred hell zone.
I bring it with me wherever I go.
Yep. And,
I think I have to take responsibility for this one.
You do.
I'd like to point out that it's just like you swinging your sword and then just an army of guards standing around Silver just trying to attack him. Ding, 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 ding. It's not working!
Silver's like still trying to talk to him.
look at this guy.
He's like doing a little DDR thing where he's getting perfect blocks.
Oh, man.
20 combo, 30 combo.
And before too long, a rather magnificent figure comes strolling past you. You recognize him, although you're entitled to a will save.
Okay.
You are entitled to a will save. You're out searching.
Yeah.
Silver's entitled to a will save. Havoc can get a will save. Griff's gone. Dr. Hippocampus can get a will save. You're gone.
Oh, God, no.
16.
5.
12.
This is great.
Uh-oh, 21.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh my.
Okay.
Press you done, sir.
Doctor.
Doctor?
Oh, you're using this now?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Pop in the chair.
Pop. This is bad.
I'd like to say that I'm trying to be fairly innocuous. Just like, I'm like tending to the bartenders, probably like they burn their hands or
They're
something.
dead.
Innocuous?
Sam, I think I'm going to buy you a new D20. You had
No,
one
the ones
poor-
that are still alive.
I've got a bunch of D20s. They're just all bad.
When are you going to stop blaming the dice? Look in the mirror, man.
When I roll
Look at
something
the-
higher than a 10.
That's a whole dice.
It's 5 and 20 chance. That's one
Look, it's a
quarter.
confirmation bias. They'll start rolling better ones. It's important.
Striding past you is Doom. He comes wandering in, and he's got the armor that you've made for him. That Silver's made for him. Yeah, a long time ago you made armor for Doom.
Yeah.
Well, no, Doom is not on.
No, I was wearing the armor. The armor that I had made for Doom.
He's
is
got
on
a
the
copy
faces.
of that armor on there.
Okay.
Replica.
And
And Silver's like, wait a minute.
It's only a model.
and he comes striding into this. And he says, "Step away from my lost brother. He has returned. Can you not see this? Yes, he may have been captured by this band of misfits, but they are surely no threat to him."
She's very a little bit of Scottish in there.
So, what happens with me here?
You're fine. You fail.
Oh, I failed.
Yeah.
Keep raising the DC after the fact.
Well, I had to do the math.
That's what we call it.
Little backdoor math there.
I rolled low, too.
And the rest of these goblins sort of...
Can I add something? So, this burning, smoldering, terrible, guard-infested wreck of a tavern, right? There's the fight going on where they're all beating down on Silver and making no headway, right? Dr. Hippocampus is trying to make himself small in a corner. I'm frothing out. And in my mind, it's even worse than that, because it's this horrific hellscape. Every tiny glowing, smoldering ember is a full flame, you know? And through this shining, like, angelic figure of my brother appears as if, like, a golden light off of a cloud.
Yeah. And I'll give you a will save with a bonus. Plus 10 bonus.
Wow. Plus 11. Here we go.
1.
I rolled a 7. It's an 18.
Okay, you don't save.
Not having a good time.
So what does he do to us? What are we saving again?
The rest of these guys part away from the crowd. The commotion kind of subsists. One more hobgoblin comes crashing through a window and sort of spots Doom, and he's just sort of like, "Oh," and so it's before too long. These guys, everyone's like stopped in their tracks, and this sort of visage of Doom comes striding across this burnt landscape, and you're still frothing and freaking out, but you see this sort of angelic figure that this idolization really, like, he's got bizarrely ram features too. Your reality is really fucked up right now. And he says, I will take him back to the king. He is safe now. And, he's gonna grab you.
I will drop Warbringer. I don't think I can resist at this point.
Sure. So he sort of slings you on his shoulder, and you guys march out of the tavern.
That is just 1d6 of spike damage, though. I can't control that.
I would assume he has a DR.
Alright.
He's not a barbarian.
What is he?
He's a cavalier. If that's actually Doom.
I would like to yell out at him. Where he goes, we
I'm
go.
suspicious. Havoc's not.
And I rolled a 30.
30?
Yes.
A 30?
Yes.
A 30, you say?
I can talk. I'm really good at talking and writing.
Well,
Talking with that 251 words you know.
What
Yeah.
does killing will save really do to us anyways? It's just, we just see him as Doom.
It might not be him. It might just be a perception.
Or
And
it could
the
be
Admiral,
I meant that, but I mean, was there anything else to that? Or just...
It could be anything.
Well, if he's a cavalier, he's not making will save things, so probably not Doom. Almost
could just-
100% not
It could
Doom.
just be it's Doom. We're
Meta.
making will save.
Meta, he's not Doom.
I don't know.
Because there's no will saves coming out of a cavalier.
I mean, it's weird that he has the exact same armor that Silver made for him, almost like somebody's been scrying on us to know exactly what Doom
Yeah.
was doing.
Clearly magical.
Mm.
I climb on top of a building and, like, perch. Like that.
Hey,
How do I find my alarm?
Joe.
It's gonna go off.
What you
I
gonna do
can
with
still
that
do
gun?
things, right? I'm not like stunned or. I can't believe this. But,
Everyone's like mid-step, like about to hit you again.
I'm going to try something because they're walking out, right?
Yeah.
They grabbed he grabbed
Yeah.
Havoc.
Yeah,
Walking out. I'm going to use global invulnerability with my armor.
Okay.
4th level spell effects and under. Do not affect me. Does anything happen? Do I see anything else?
No.
Alright.
He would do that.
He's like a level 20 wizard.
Well, I know. Sometimes they go low. They throw down a low level spell because they're lazy that day.
Joe always
And I'll
puts
see
a
through it that time.
Joe always puts a little more oomph in everything. Little more.
Yeah, you see this guy going out. It's certainly strange to you that he's got the armor on, because you know it's one of a kind.
Seeing as you made it.
Although maybe the reason why you made this armor was because it was fashioned after another suit of armor. Like maybe
Because you
maybe
had a
the
chance.
details that he gave you were based on another
Yeah, maybe.
suit of armor.
Did you write in a little text like made by Silver?
Well, it would have my emblem on it. Because that's what goes on everything.
Maker's Mark.
And that's what you see. You guys all see Havoc get escorted out of the building harmlessly by Doom.
They just leave us, everyone, or just Doom goes?
Just Doom goes. The rest of these guards just sort of stop doing what they were doing.
Like beating on me.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah,
beat
the three
on
guys
you.
that were around you just stopped beating on you. And this SWAT team of guards just sort of starts breaking their way back out of windows.
Somebody said, like, put in a window. I'm going to... So I climbed up that building.
Which building?
I had mentioned this. Just a building that's on the street
Sure.
nearby to get a view.
Yep.
Do I see Judah? I mean... I see Judah? Do I see Doom?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just looks like Doom.
Yep, you see Doom and you see Havoc.
I don't need to make any saves.
Has he gone?
I had
You already made a save.
No, I didn't.
You can make a save. Yeah.
Okay.
A will save.
Yeah. I'm probably going to fail. Yeah.
Yeah, you see Doom.
Cool. So I see Doom escorting Havoc.
Has he gone past me now?
Yeah, you went right past you.
Okay, does he have any issues as I try to follow him? Having stated that I'm going to do so.
No.
I'm going to get on Morgan's horse. You allow me.
Yeah, of course I do.
All
I
right.
give you a hand up.
Okay.
How fast is Doom walking? Like how?
He's walking at a pace. He's walking at an encumbered pace. He's got his brother in tow.
I kind of walk after everybody.
Okay.
Just follow the leader at this point.
Yeah, this contingent of guards also forms back into rank, and after thoroughly destroying this bar, they all sort of troop behind Doom as well.
I'm going to follow along, but on the rooftops.
Okay.
Moving stealthily.
Sure.
Of course.
At full speed.
Okay.
Crawling.
Crawling. With his pink socks.
Man.
I'm going to pay attention to everything I
30.
smell because a lot of stuff just happened. So.
Maybe I should take 10.
Oh, that's a good thing. Has Zool smelled Doom?
Oh. Yes, no,
No,
not as
no,
a
you weren't a
werewolf.
werewolf then.
But I was in really close contact.
You did have a long conversation.
Pretty sure you hadn't.
This guy doesn't smell familiar.
Who were the people who were with Doom
So-
at the river?
It was Silver and Atlas.
Silver and Atlas. Okay, so they were.
Well, he was disguised as Havoc.
Yeah, well, you guys figured it
No, I don't think so.
out. Okay, maybe only Atlas did.
Yeah, Silver did.
Well, you know what? No, I don't think I really had too much of a conversation with him either.
No, none of us have.
No, he just doesn't.
So I'm kind of like in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Of the square,
Yeah, you see these guys.
and I see Doom come out. With,
Oh yeah. You saw Doom come in, so you could have made a save there. You make a save.
I don't need to.
Okay.
I have time sight.
Oh, you do.
I have true seeing.
Okay, you see this guy.
Should we close our ears?
Everybody leave the room.
You see a rather regal-looking elf march into the building and march back out of the building with Havoc.
Carrying Havoc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He doesn't see me, right? Because I'm kind of like secluded.
You don't think he sees you.
Okay, he's on it.
Fuck. But does he see him?
Probably.
He's a very prideful person.
And I see Havoc. I see Victus climb the roof, and
Yep, you see Victus.
then everybody kind of comes out of the.
Yeah, the troop contingent comes out. And they're now marching down this winding set of streets.
Do I know? So I know that he's appearing to everybody else as Doom. Because I'm seeing through an illusion.
You know that there's an illusion on him, but you don't know what the illusion is because you see through it.
Okay. So they're keeping pace up behind him?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So I-
glimpse of truth. Awesome. Yeah. Sorry.
Everybody?
Well,
Who's like, you're on the roof, I know that.
I'm
So there's
skittering along with
There's no way I'm going to do anything with you.
I'm following them, but I'm staying back, and I'm very confused.
Where are you?
I guess I sort of come out of the tavern and just like stand there really bewildered and quite.
I'm on the horse, Morgan following.
You're walking next to the horse?
How close are you to Doom?
They were right behind him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so no, I'm not next to
letting
them.
Havoc get away from me.
I'm further back because I am really confused.
Yeah, so it's Doom and Havoc, the horse, a troop of soldiers,
Then Zool.
then Zool.
How many feet is that?
Probably like 30. 40.
So... I think I'd like to... So Dr. Hippocampus is standing in the doorway?
Yeah.
And there's the soldiers have all left?
They're leaving, yeah.
I'd like
Yeah,
to...
they're sort of turning around another curve because there's no real
I'd like
street here.
to shift through time. Just kind of see the streets bustle and go and bustle and go. And then end up next to the horse. And then they'll hear like a Griff's voice, identifiable. Just like, whatever you're seeing isn't true. What? Oh! You don't see me.
You don't?
No. You can identify where I'm standing, probably.
I just hear your voice.
Yeah. He's like, whatever you're seeing in that man, that elf, isn't true.
If you're telling that to me, because I'm on the horse.
I'm just announcing it.
Okay.
I announce
Because I'm
it.
also going to teleport back to Hippocampus.
That's fine. If I am told that, I will cast Glimpse of Truth.
Tooth?
Which is
It
only
only
for
takes-
one round, but at least I'll get to see.
And it only takes 1 day to cast.
And then I poof back
No,
to
stand it.
Hippocampus and I let him know.
Because it counts as true.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for
Actually, I
you
need
to
my
tell me
cutoff.
if they're
Sorry,
lasting
I
or
think
not.
Yeah.
I
went
think you figured it
100
out on
feet
your own.
away, and then went down an alley.
What would an elf want with Havoc, Morgan?
They don't pass.
You don't know.
I would have seen.
I
I
just
was
said elf.
spying on him from a distance.
pay
That's all.
attention.
But,
And
I mean, it
I
doesn't
just-
affect me if it's in a certain range.
I
We have the transcript.
I don't want to talk with.
Volley, you can see, but they're not coming towards you at all. They're going away because you didn't go towards the tower,
No.
and they're going towards the tower.
I'm gonna just stalk them, I guess, from a distance.
Okay. Are you invisible?
Yeah, I'd probably cast invisibility at this point. Sure. By the way, how many times can you cast Vanish in a day?
6.
So you've used up all of them, basically, then.
No, I've cast it twice.
You cast it 3 times on him alone.
Yeah, you cast it on Havoc quite a few times.
No
When
more
you were
Vanish
walking
for
when
you.
were parading. You're out of vanishes.
I'm out of vanishes. But I'm moving stealthily.
You just
that's
see
pretty
pink
much
socks in the
invisibility.
sky.
No, you don't.
Oh, and by the way, since I'm invisible, I will use my broom.
Okay.
Not that makes you faster.
You casting a spell?
No,
Morgan?
but this way I can be above you guys.
So I'm going to attempt to cast a level 4 Glimpse of Truth. 1 round, I get to have it spell. Would you like me to roll to see if I can do that? There's typing. It makes me nervous. Casting it on myself. It is a self-touch spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
You cast it.
Okay.
Do you have... No, you can't cast this spell. You do not have Tourmaline costing 50 gold pieces.
No, but I have the...
That only works if it doesn't cost money.
Well, she's got the superior version of that feat,
Yes.
but I don't remember if it's 50 gold pieces or what the price was.
I don't know if I wrote it down. Let me...
Computer out.
I think it was 15 was the setting that I gave it.
Time Wizard out.
I have it on my old sheet.
Um,
But if not,
is that
I
a
will
real
not
thing?
cast
If we're
it.
checking for the moment, then I'd like to go P2.
Can I can't?
Cannot.
Okay, I will not then.
And with that, you can see Havoc be led away towards the impending spire. And we're gonna take a short break right there. We'll be back.
After these messages.
After some messages.
Sponsors!